Hey everyone, I've just come back from second round of look at me here. What's going on there? I've just come back from the second round of my hypnosis, right? So the first one that I did was not last Monday, the Monday before. It's Thursday, the 7th of April now, and I had hypnosis to stop drinking. Anyhow, I've still not drank anything. Not interested. Don't want it. Stood in Aldi yesterday, looking at the wines, thinking, do I want it? No, I didn't want it. I weren't bothered about it. I didn't think anything either way. It's so strange. Anyway, I've gone back, and this time I've had the weight loss hypnosis. And one of the things that she said to me was, she said lots of things to me, like, you know, you'll only eat 3 meals a day, which I do anyway, but I like get chocolate and snacks in between, so that stopped. There was loads of things that she said, but one of the things that I wanted to just mention to you, I'm not going to be on for ages because it's a bit boring subject for some people, this, but one of the things she said to me was, when you eat, you'll chew your food very slowly and literally like have every flavour, every morsel of flavour out of it, or something like that was the word she used. But basically what she was saying was, you'll eat slowly. Well, I came home and I knew, the other thing she said was you'll gravitate towards, and I like salads and stuff anyway, but she says you'll choose them over anything else, and like, you know, anyhow. The story is, I came home and I've made myself a chicken Kiev. I got them ones, the wild garlic from Tesco's, are bleeding gorgeous, got 2 in a pack. So I was always having one of them, and there's nothing wrong with them. She said, I want you to eat really well, but just like don't eat any like, you know, McDonald's all the time and stuff like that. Make healthy choices. Anyway, I'll get to the point. So he opens fridge, pulls out all my salad, and I make a salad, and I put lettuce, onion, tomato and cucumber, dead basic, with a bit of olive oil. Yeah, I used olive oil because it's healthy. A bit of salt, and that was my salad mix. But what I did, when I put the salad in the bowl, I picked a piece of lettuce up. It was about that big, right? And I just threw it in my mouth like normally. As you do, I don't know. And I started to chew it, and it was almost as if like I had cement in my mouth, and like the normal speed that I would chew at and swallow at, I weren't doing that. I weren't doing that anymore. I've literally, it just slowed me right down. It was like my unconscious mind slowed me right down. Anyhow, that were weird. And I told my mum, and she went, wow. Anyway, I've just had my tea, right? And she said, when you eat your tea, you'll go and sit at the table. I've not sat at that table in the kitchen for donkeys, right? She went, you'll go and sit at that. You won't put the TV on. I did put the TV on. You'll just concentrate on your meal, and you'll eat slowly, and you'll get every morsel. Listen, I've just sat at that table, eating my tea. I've had a chicken Kiev and salad. I didn't eat all of it. I put some of it in the bin because I was so full. But literally, my eating has slowed. Regarding the drinking, did you actually feel you had a serious issue? Yeah, I did, because I was drinking like a lot, and it was getting beyond a joke, really. And it started in lockdown, you know, and I just thought, no. But the thing is, because I've got the money to do it, well, actually, no, I'm not, because I was spending a lot of money. I weren't saving anything, but because I could afford to do it, I suppose, I was doing it. And yeah, that's why power of suggestion it is. Well, honestly, it really is. Anyway, what were I saying? So I've literally just sat at that table, and I've chewed every single solitary morsel of that meal. I could not eat that meal any faster than I've just eaten it, let me tell you. And it's literally, right, put something in my mouth, knife and fork down, sat there and chewed it. And only when it was absolutely chewed was I able to swallow it. I could not have swallowed it up until then. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can't recommend. And that lady, honest to God, can't recommend her highly enough. So by the time October comes round and I'm 47, I should be at the weight that I want. I don't want to go like a lap, because I've got quite a curvy figure anyway, and I want to maintain that. I just don't want to be fat anymore. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with being fat if you want to be, but I don't want to be fat anymore. So that's what I'm going to do, everyone. So me too, lockdown drinking got out of control. I know. But if you're on top of it, then you're on top of it, aren't you? It's just that I just found it too easy to finish work. I mean, I'm on a glass of orange now. There's no vodka in it. I just had that with my tea. But
But like I'd finish work, or like if I nip out in the daytime, like on my lunch hour, go Aldi or something, I'd buy a bottle of wine. And as soon as I'd finished work, go and wash my makeup off or whatever, if I'm just chilling out, because obviously I deal with people, on the computer all day because I teach. And literally that were it then. I just opened a bottle of wine. And so I'm not honest, I've not drank since a week on Monday. So it'll be 2 weeks this Monday. I don't want to drink. I'm not missing it. I'm loving the fact that I've got money in my bank. I look at my bank account and think, Jesus, I can't spend it. Can't spend it. But I will be doing this weekend because I've got fuel up and down from Oldham because I'm filming Sunday. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know, if you are considering anything, if you're struggling with something and you haven't got the willpower, like me, I haven't got the willpower. If I did, I would have done it. But if you want any extra help, obviously, if you can't get to this lady, find someone near you. If you let me know if you're struggling. If you don't live in Yorkshire or in Oldham, so you can get to Huddersfield, let me know, and I'll give you the website where I got her details from, because there's like a directory of hypnotists. I just think it's fabulous, and I genuinely believe that it will definitely. It has changed my life already, because it stopped me doing some harmful drinking, and I don't miss it. Honest to God, I do not miss it. And I was speaking to my auntie yesterday, and she was saying, you should come out with us for the weekend. Now, obviously, that normally means to farmers, a few drinks, maybe over at road to Carrion Crow, something like that. Although I've not been in there for years. I'm talking about pubs in Oldham now, everyone. If you're not from Oldham, that's a couple of joints. But normally it's to one of those, loads of vodka, whatever else, mix your drinks or whatever, and then you feel vile the next morning. But I won't be doing that this time. I will go out round Oldham again. Obviously, I'll go out, but I've got no desire whatsoever to drink. And now, since my session today, I'm now eating slowly. I stopped eating when I was full. I was able to get full. Excuse me, I had a thing in my mouth and I'm so sorry. I was able to get full because I wasn't eating too fast. And went to school in Shaw right behind. Oh, you did? Crompton Cemetery. I didn't know there was a Crompton Cemetery. Have they got old graves in there? I spent too much time concentrating on just round Oldham. I need to Crompton Cemetery, Shaw. Let's have a look at that. Jeez, I need to get in there. Look at that. Looks like it's got a church in there, hasn't it? It looks fairly, it looks fairly, well, if you look at it on them pictures there, it looks fairly uncrowded. Like if you look at Chadderton Cemetery and Greenacres or Grinacres. Oh, no, hang on, here we go. Yeah, I need to get in there. You know what? I'm filming in Oldham. I'm actually coming to Oldham on Sunday because I want to do, I don't know if you saw part one, I did the Ghosts and Witches. And to be fair, I wanted to make more of that video, but I was absolutely freezing. It was so bitter in Oldham that day, honestly. I was fleeing. And I had a wool coat on as well, and I was still cold. So I've always had it, I've always said I want to do. So round 2 this weekend, I'm going to be doing the story of the demon. There's a demon that came to Oldham back in just after World War I. That's paramount to the story. So I'll tell you all about that and what happened and where it is now, more importantly. I've got some ghost stories, including one that was sent in by a lady who follows the channel. So I'm going to be going to film that, where it actually happened. And I've got quite a few that I'm just going to fly around Oldham and film. So I'll be doing that. But what I will do as well, hang on, here we go. My grandma is buried in Grinacres. Yeah, my great grandma is buried in Grinacres. And my great grandfather and my granddad's brother is buried in Grinacres with them. I don't know if the other brother is actually the one who died in the war. I'll have to ask my mum. And then in Chadderton, my granddad's buried in Chadderton. And my grandma. Do you ever go Wrighton? Yes, I do go to Wrighton Market. I love Wrighton Market on a Thursday. But because I live in Barnsley now, I
can't get there, but there's a woman who's got a makeup style on there, and it's brilliant. And you can pay by card, which I really like because I don't carry cash. I'm like the Queen. He's back, I think. Loads of them. We might be related. We might be related. Are you talking to me with that? Are you, Mickey? All right, love. Are you talking to me with that? We might be related or someone else. Anyway, what were I saying? So Oldham. Yeah, I've got the ghost filming, but I will go to Crompton Cemetery as well. I'll definitely do that. So my mum's coming up. Hiya, Brian, love you, all right? I'm looking down at the my comments thing is like down there. So that's why I keep looking up. What was I going to say? Yeah, my mum's coming up tomorrow afternoon, but I'm still working until 5, I think my new contract says. But I've got my last appointment at 4 o'clock, so I'll be working till 5 anyway. But I work from this. This is where I work now, where I'm sat. This is me. I work from this desk, if you like. I've got a works computer, but anyway, you don't need to know that. But my mum's coming up in the day. Hopefully, my auntie's coming up with her as well. And then, Saturday, I'm thinking, is it called is it called Chatham House or Chasm? What's that bleeding house called? There's an house just other side of Derbyshire. Chatsworth House. Yeah, I'll show you a picture of it. I'm thinking of going there because it's only like from Barnsley. It's really not that far. Let me show you a picture of it. It's a belter, and it's £25 to get in though, or 15 quid. But look at this; it's worth it. Look at that. So I'm thinking I might go there on Saturday. I'm going to be. Hang on, let me read these comments. Sarah, do you do yours in public? Do you do yours to the public? Do I do what to do what to the public? I live right behind Cheddington Cemetery. You don't live in them houses, do you, that overlook it? Because if you do, I'm going to be really jealous. When I first started watching your videos, you pointed out the platoon with the engraving on the underpart of the stone. Absolutely amazing. Have you not seen that? I love those graves. And you know what? There's so many stories that I need to tell. You know, there's loads of where the Platt's grave is, right? There is some really, really, really prominent Oldham. So you've got Platt, then you've got the other Platts at the other side, then you've got the Radcliffes on the other side, and then you've also got a fella you can't see his grave anymore. I keep looking down here because there's all sorts going on. Can't see his grave anymore, and it's there. It's massive, but like you can only make out a little bit. And he was a fella called John Duncuft, and he was an MP for Oldham in the mid 1800s, and his daughter married into the Radcliffe family. The Radcliffe family are what the Platts married into. They're all intertwined. But I could tell you loads of stories about I have told you loads of stories. They're all over the channel. Watch the videos on Cheddington Cemetery. Well worth it. Tours. Oh right. You know what? It's funny. First of all, yes, I definitely would. I would absolutely love to go to Cheddington Cemetery and everyone to meet me there, and for me to show you around and just talk crap to you, just talk shite to you about these gravestones, because literally I could talk for hours and hours and hours. I could run you around there and just talk about everything. Honestly, I absolutely love it. But the only reason I was thinking of doing it, and I probably will do it if people want to come, but I'd just be a bit shown up if I'm like stood there like that, you know, like waiting for people to turn up and no one were bothered. So I don't know. I would definitely do it and wanted to come along. In fact, I'm not going to mention his name, but there's a chap who's coming all the way from Australia. I think he's arriving mid this month, and I'll be meeting him. My mum actually knows. It's coincidental, but my mum actually knows his uncle. They used to go to school together, so I'm looking forward to meeting him. That should be good. So yeah, that's it really. There's no more questions. Oh, hang on, do it. Then we can call. All right, well, you up for it, Brian? I'll do it, me. What I would suggest though is probably doing it in summer. You know, when it's a nice day, like a late on a Sunday afternoon or something like that. You know, when no one's got anything better to do except listen to me rant on about graves. Well, to be fair, you probably already know it anyway, because if you've seen the videos, you don't need me to tell you in person. But yeah, I definitely would do. I've took the missus round and pointed out all the graves and history of them. Oh, have you really? Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice, honestly. I've been to Chatsworth, impressive building, nice gardens. Buxton and Bakewell are nice places to visit, close by. Oh, thanks. Nice. Yeah, you know what it is? I'm in Barnsley now, so literally, I did a video where I went to, what bleeding hell's it called? Can't remember the name of Whitworth Castle, which is a house, and I can see it from my house, actually. But yeah, I've done a couple of stately homes. I'll be dead honest with you, they don't really tend to get a lot of views. Not a lot of people are interested in them. But you know what? If I had the attitude, I want loads of views to do my videos, then I probably never would have started the channel in the first instance. You know. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I said to my mum, if it's nice, we'll go to. It doesn't matter if it's bad, really, does it? Because we're going in house. So right, more messages. Let's have a look. I've just knocked the Hunt Lane Tavern. Bloody £10 for 2 pints. You're joking? That doesn't surprise me, that, you know, though. I used to work at a pub in Ashton under Lyme, because my mum lives in Ashton, not just round the corner from this place, near where Jack Duckworth used to live. I met him. He weren't a very nice man. Not to me, anyway. He were great. I used to work in this pub called the Broad Oak. And I remember I was working behind, but I actually did New Year's Eve 2000, did a millennium there. They promised us loads of money and didn't pay us anything. Well, they did. He paid us the night, but he didn't give us all this money and stuff. Anyway, that was 20 odd years ago. The first time I met Bill Tarmy, I don't think he wasn't an unpleasant fella. He was actually a really, really decent bloke. And I used to watch him. I used to pull pints, obviously, on the other half of it. And the first time he walked in, I was about to say, like, hiya, you know, like, as you do, you know, for someone you know. And then I realised it was him, and I knew that he lived in the area. Anyway, he come in, and he was great. He stood at the bar, and he held court and everything, and, you know, people gathered around him, and he told stories. I remember he was telling stories about, I won't say what, but he was telling a story about a family member, which I thought were a bit... but yeah, and then one night, he bollocked me. I was working behind bar, and I would put a pint, and he used to do on a Wednesday night. He used to do a show in the back, and he used to sing and stuff. People used to come and watch him, and he was a pretty good singer. And anyhow, I don't know what had gone on, but I was behind the bar on my own. My manager had gone off doing something, and I not worked there that long. And he walked up to me and he went, "Can you put them lights on in the back?" And I went, and I literally turned around, and there's a panel, and I swear to God, there must have been 50 switches on there, right? 50 light switches. And I'd only worked there like a month. I'd not turned any lights on or off. I can't remember exactly what he said to me now, because I was trying to turn lights. He went, "Oh, just come round and do it myself then, shall I?" And I remember thinking, I didn't say anything to him because I was only a kid and I was scared, you know what I mean? Well, I weren't a kid, I was 25, but you know what I mean? You shut your mouth, don't you? Especially with your elders, you know what I mean? Especially when they're Jack Duckworth. But yeah, he came round, and I just remember thinking to myself, he bleeding spoiled it now, because when I was growing up, I used to love watching him. He was one of my favourite characters. Anyway, I don't know why I've just told you that boring story, but I've got loads of them, as you know. Right, well, there's no more questions, so I just wanted to let you... We've been on for 18 minutes talking crap. I just wanted to let you know about my follow-up to my hypnosis, and obviously what I've done today. Let me know if you want any contact numbers for this lady, or if you want, I can send that to you. Who has forgot to hit the like button? No need for rude behaviour, no matter how big a star you are. You know what? I don't think he was coming at it from, you know, this, that, and the other. I think he just wanted the frigging lights on, you know what I mean? And he was expecting me to know how to do it. I didn't have a clue. I mean, I was switching them, but I weren't switching the right switches. So that's it, everybody. What can I say? I'm done. So I will be in Oldham. Hopefully, I'll be going to Chatsworth Chatsworth? Is it Chatsworth? Oh, anyway, I'm going to that house on Saturday. And then I'm back in Oldham on Sunday. I mentioned this the other day. I used to love you, all right. I mentioned this the other day. A chap who paints in Oldham is an Oldham artist. Brilliant. Right nice bloke. Proper Oldhamer. He's painted my portrait. I asked him if he would do it for me, and he's done it. the picture is, you know, the icon that I've got on my channel, this Service UK graveyard logo thing. It's that picture. And I wanted that specifically because I wanted the connection to the channel, if you know what I mean. So I've seen it. It's not like a classic portrait where you would, you know, it would like literally be like a bloody photograph. It's not like that. It's got character. You can clearly see it's me. And I'll read that in a second, Massimo. You can clearly see it's me, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going picking that up off him on Sunday. And that's that. Let's see what Massimo said. No need. Oh yeah. I might do a live while I'm in there just to sort of show people a few bits and pieces. But ultimately, this is the way that I like to work. It was easy for me when I lived in Oldham because I was always in Chatham Cemetery, and I didn't know necessarily a lot about the people in the graves other than the obvious ones. And I've found out some really good histories since. What I like to do is I like to sort of, and to be fair, I went to Undercliff the other week and I did a video there, and then I came back afterwards and researched it. So I suppose I could do that with Crompton Cemetery. It just depends on what I see when I get there. If there's some big massive graves and I think, yeah, and you know, I've got the means to find out who they are, then I'll definitely do that. How much does he charge? He charged me £60 for this particular portrait, which is hand painted, and he's also put it in the most beautiful frame for that. But I suspect that the charge would be dependent on, you know, how big you have it. So if you have a big, massive one, it's going to be, mine's only a small one. So could he do a portrait from a picture? Well, he's done my portrait from a picture. So yeah, definitely. What I would suggest you do, listen, on Sunday, when I get back from Oldham, I'll probably just do a live, or I might even just put it into the video or something, or I might make it part of the video, I don't know. But at some point on Sunday, whether it be in the video that I put up from what I filmed in Oldham, which is the, you know, the demons and the ghosts and all that, yeah, I'll either put it in there or I'll probably just add it to a live when I get back, or do a live from Oldham. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, listen, I've been on for 22 minutes and 45 seconds, everyone. I'm sure I bored you all to bloody death. I can see the number dwindling anyway for people watching. So, right, okay. Well, do me keep an eye then on Sunday. Well, obviously you watch channel anyway, don't you? But yeah, keep an eye on Sunday, and you know, you might look at it and say, but I really like it. I think he's brought character out, and I think it's great. Honestly, I do. I think it's wonderful. I can't wait to get it. I think it's wonderful. Not of me, it's of my friend. Okay. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll speak to him, and I'll just say to him, look, you know, if some people want to get something done, can I pass your details on? What I could probably do then is just pass you his details on. You can contact him through Facebook. But yeah, he's a decent bloke. But I wouldn't do it without asking him, if you know what I mean, because it's not fair. So I think that's it, everybody. I'm gonna go finish my orange juice, wash this bloody makeup off, because it's been on since 8 o'clock this morning. Might get myself a nice bath as well, and some bubble bath and stuff. And I need something decent to watch. Excuse me. I've been watching those Egypt things with Joanne Fletcher, you know, the Egyptologist one with the big red hair. So yeah, I've been doing that. But anyway, listen, I'm going to go, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Keep your eye out for the videos over the weekend. If I do go to that house, I'll definitely put it up Saturday night, because it won't take, well, I won't be drinking. So, you know, I'll edit it up and get it up, and I'll do some research on it as well, so I can talk some history while I'm going around. So obviously it's not just boring looking at, you know, crap, and not crap, but you know what I mean. I'm tired now, everyone. You can tell, can't you? I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you weekend. End stream.